Hi, my name is Mark Tacna, and welcome to my channel, Climapod Greenhouse and Gardening. I'm in my Climapod right now and I have everything ready to go, and I was watching some videos about gardening and I became really inspired. Inspired so much that I wanted to create a new series of videos called Inspirational Gardening. So I made a few phone calls and I hooked up with a fellow gardener in Larkspur, Colorado, who has a greenhouse just about the size of this, but you will be amazed by what he does to be able to extend his gardening season. So this is episode 1 of Inspirational Gardening. I really hope that you enjoy it.
My name is Bill Esteb. I'm here in Larkspur, Colorado, on the edge of the Colorado Rockies, at about 7,000 foot elevation. And because of the elevation, our growing season can literally be as short as 90 days. I got this greenhouse back in 2016 as a kit, and really with the objective of lengthening the growing season, as well as protecting what I grew from bears and deer and raccoons and all the other wild varmints that we have out running around the woods. So this has been somewhat of a hobby, and a place where I put a lot of energy, at least during the about 9 months of the year that I have something growing here. So I started gardening really by planting strawberries and experimenting with different types of varieties and all, and graduated over to tomatoes. That's kind of my thing now. I've got 3 different varieties of tomatoes growing now, and I use these heirloom tomatoes because if there's something that is as wonderful as the taste of a vine-ripened strawberry, it's a vine-ripened tomato. In fact, I can no longer eat tomatoes that you buy at a grocery store anymore, simply because there's just nothing there like you get when you grow it yourself. Done this drip system here recently in the last couple of years to reduce the time even further. But I love the process of watching things grow, and it causes you to have faith and trust, and you actually get to eat something after you put all this energy into it. So that's what kind of keeps me going. About 2 years ago, I wanted a way of systematizing the watering of my greenhouse, partly because I was getting split tomatoes. And what I'd read was that the reason tomatoes tend to split is because they have inconsistent watering. That's understandable if you're doing it manually, by hand every day. And so I thought, well, maybe if I installed a drip system, I could have it programmed on a timer, and I would get the exact amount of water, the exact time of day, and it'd be consistent. And it actually did tend to reduce the amount of splitting, which I thought was pretty cool. Basically, it's a pretty low-tech thing. We had this 1-inch plastic pipe left over from when we had our well redone, and I just hooked it up with a little timer. It's pretty simple stuff, and some valves to reduce the water pressure. Every morning at 7 o'clock it waters, and I'll increase it. I think it's watering 8 minutes a day now, and it'll probably increase it as the summer wears on. When I travel, I know that things are being taken care of, and the watering is being done properly. One of the things that people, when they visit my greenhouse, often remark about is the fact that I've used up some of the very precious space with this stack of water barrels. There's about almost 800 gallons of water. The bottom ones are 55-gallon drums, and I think the top one, they're 50 gallons. But the idea was to create a trom wall, because I know that tomatoes love the warmth. And so one of the things that we did is put the water back there and painted the barrels black, so that during the day it absorbs the heat, and then at night it releases the heat. And this is especially important in the early spring and in the fall to lengthen the growing season. The other issue that people notice when they come into my greenhouse here is this structure that I've completed out of it's welded wire fabric. It's basically fencing material combined with these electrical conduits. And I've experimented with a couple of different ways of supporting these indeterminate tomatoes, which will grow, I have to trim them off the top or they'll start going out the windows literally. But I needed something to support the tomatoes, because some of these tomatoes, they're they're over a pound. By threading the tomatoes up as they grow through this wire structure, it supplies a support so that the tomatoes don't break the leaves and the branches off. And I think I probably get more tomatoes that way too. Well, I don't get a lot of visitors up here in Larkspur, but I hope that you're dropping in and me able to show you around has maybe inspired you to maybe try a drip system of some kind, or to actually get a greenhouse. It has been a wonderful hobby, produces wonderful fruit that you can actually eat. So that's a win-win deal.
Wasn't that absolutely amazing what Bill did to his greenhouse? How he's able to heat it to extend the growing season, installing his own drip lines, and also that fantastic support structure that he built for his tomatoes. It was really inspiring. If you have a garden or greenhouse that you feel would inspire others, I would love to hear from you. Send me an email to cosvideo@gmail.com. The email is in the description below. Contact me and tell me what you have, and I will contact you back, and I'll let you know the specifics of how to shoot the video and what I'm looking for. I would love to have your garden or greenhouse be featured on one of the episodes of Inspirational Gardening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.